Okay, welcome back to Jocks of the Round Table.
Don't sound so
melancholy.
sound so
Monotonous.
enthused about being here, man.
You want me to sound
Welcome
should
back
be
to
pumped.
more
Jocks of the
enthused or
Round
less?
Be
Table.
pumped.
Hello.
You said I was
Thank
enthused,
you
though.
for joining us tonight.
Have you ever heard of sarcasm? Be enthused.
Yes, I've heard
All right,
of
let's
it.
go.
Tell,
let's go.
show,
All right.
Who's that?
3, 2,
tell the
1.
listeners you're jacked.
3,
Am
2.
I torqued?
Stop.
No,
You
no.
jerked.
All right, here we go.
No.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Jocks of the Round Table.
That's better.
We need that every week.
That's better. Energy.
Synergy.
Energios.
Energico.
Well, I don't think you can say that.
Energico. Become another person.
Become another person. Dude, that's an amazing movie.
All right, what we got on the table?
Master of
Master of
Disguise.
Well, you would probably hate it because he hates all comedians.
Yeah,
I
hey,
don't
No.
hate all comedians.
Dude,
Who is it?
That movie is hilarious.
Who is it?
Dana Carvey.
I like Dan Carvey. I just don't like Jim
Come
Carrey.
on.
That's it. That's one person.
Become another person.
He's not a comedian because he's not funny.
He
He's
is.
hilarious.
You've never
He
seen
is.
this? Am I not thoroughly enough for the thorough club?
No, I've never seen it.
You need
Why
to
didn't
watch it.
Nicolas Cage play?
The best part, though, Oakley, the
Is that
best part of the
Logan?
whole movie is the villain. Because when the villain. Yeah. So that's the villain. He'll go like this.
He'll do it. Every time he does his evil laugh, he farts.
There's a part in the movie where he's running away and laughing, and he's just going. It's hilarious. Anyway,
Such a
Got
good
the
movie.
12 on Metascore.
No, it's
3.4
hilarious.
User score.
It's hilarious.
it's one of the best movies
so
ever
funny.
made.
Just
All
one
right.
of those, like funny bad movies.
Yeah.
What we got to
Yeah.
start? What we got? Go.
College football playoff.
College.
rankings.
Well, we could talk about college, like
All right.
what happened.
So
to-
let's talk about
Kentucky
how
lost, and I don't want to talk about
Florida lost. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Tennessee won the bye week.
it. Tennessee didn't lose.
They didn't lose to the bye week.
Everybody got healthy.
College football playoff is the worst playoff system to ever exist. The people that are voting on it do not know shit, and it needs to be getting rid of entirely. There should not be a preseason ranking ever. No team should be ranked until the playoff rankings.
I'd say like halfway through the season, you could do it.
Sure.
When the playoff rankings come out.
Well,
Sure.
it's over halfway.
Yeah, that's
but-
fine with me. Yeah,
Okay.
because
Like after
Alabama
week 6.
lost.
Well, I
to
mean,
an-
if they took away the preseason rankings, they'd obviously have to change when they did the initial
Sure,
rankings.
but like
Yeah.
Alabama
They
lost
just do
to
it
an
after week
unranked team,
Be fun.
and
They
they're
just did it
number
after week
2.
one. You
They're
get,
not
like,
the second best team.
No,
Like, they
Michigan
got-
State should be number
Like
2.
Texas A&M beat their ass,
Yeah.
like manhandled them. Florida, who sucks, manhandled them. What do you think Georgia's going to do?
Tennessee,
Tennessee gave it to them.
until they just didn't have the players, like
Yeah.
literally
The
the,
depth.
bodies
Yeah, the
to
depth.
play.
So
All right.
Georgia's
I've got-
going to frick them up.
I hope
think.
so.
I've got a game for this segment where we're gonna go around.
Okay.
We're gonna go around and give our answers. All right, but I'm gonna set the scene for you. Okay. So from 2014 to 2020, I looked at the first playoff ranking and then the final playoff ranking that determined the playoffs. Obviously, see how many teams from the first playoff ranking made it into the playoff at
Okay.
the end of the year.
Go ahead.
Okay. So from 2014 to 2020.
Well, Mississippi State didn't.
Here's how it went: 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 3 of 4, 2 of 4, 4 of 4 in 2020. So
Yeah, COVID year doesn't really
Yeah,
Covid
count.
year
no,
doesn't count.
doesn't count.
on average, 2.4 teams. You can't have
From the
0.4
first
team,
one.
but that's an average. From the first one, make the playoff.
Well, so you can just
So,
round
we're gonna
down
go
so
around.
2 of the
So I'm going to give you an option. We're going to go around. It's Georgia, Alabama, Michigan State, Oregon. Pick 2 or 3 of those teams that you think will be in the final playoff.
All right, so let me
Final playoff rankings.
let me
The
preface
playoff.
this.
What if we don't think-
stop? Are we doing what we think the dumbass committee is going to do, or what
this
it
is
should be?
This is not a should be. This
Okay.
is a prediction.
Okay.
Yeah. So predict either 2.
What if we
or
don't
3.
think 2
Nah,
of those will be?
Because we're going with that. What the average is. We're going law of averages. So you got to pick either 2 or 3. I'm giving you I'm giving
Okay.
you leeway there.
So if I was gonna pick 2 or 3, I would say just go ahead and bet on Alabama and Georgia.
That's what I was going to say. Georgia and Alabama.
Like-
Alabama's going to have 2 losses, so they're not going to get in.
I think that's true.
Georgia's going to be
Sure, but
Alabama.
what I'm saying is this:
It's
like
more likely that.
I think it's
likely.
more likely that Georgia chokes because Kirby
Yeah.
Smart's a choke artist and Georgia is a choke artist than it is that Georgia actually
I just
beats
don't
them.
think
keep
Alabama
shaming
is
on
that
this
good.
What are your 2 or 3 that make it from those 4?
And if I had to
From
pick a
those
third, I would say Oregon, just because
It's Pac-12.
they don't have to play Ohio State again.
Out of those 4, I would say I think Georgia and Oregon are going to make it.
Georgia and Oregon. What about you?
Just because I don't. One of Michigan State or Ohio State will make it.
Yes.
I just don't know.
More than
who
likely
that
it
will
will be
be.
Ohio State. I think Ohio State will beat Michigan State.
Probably they're playing really well now.
More than likely. Although I will say,
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth
Kenneth
Walker
Walker's
for Heisman.
good. He should right now. The award race is over. Kenneth Walker is the best
What?
player in the country.
What about Sean Tucker at Syracuse?
No.
We love his Twitter. What do you think? 2 or 3 of those?
I mean, if I have to throw a second one, it's going to be Georgia and if probably Oregon, just because if Alabama
Only one of
loses
4 has made it. How do I word
Like,
that?
once.
Only one time has only one of the first 4
Sure.
made it.
But here's what I'm thinking. So they're
It's more
gonna
than likely going to be 2.
they're gonna screw Cincinnati over.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, they already have.
Yeah, I know. They're going to screw Cincinnati over because they're a bunch of fucking retards. So they're going to screw them over. Ohio State, if they beat Michigan State,
Just
they're
about
in.
the R word.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He
if
didn't mean it.
if they beat Michigan State, Ohio State's
In that way.
automatically in.
Yes.
If Georgia beats Alabama, Alabama will be out. I don't care what anybody says, and if they get put in, get
No,
rid
I
of
think 2-loss Alabama does not make it.
Well, sure.
And I could see them losing before the SEC championship game.
Oh,
I think Auburn might.
could give it to them.
Auburn could give them.
Well, I mean, hey, they lost
Auburn
to
could give it to me.
They lost to an unranked team already, so don't write off
That's
any
true.
unranked team. But yeah, you would have Auburn and then Georgia
I
back
think
to
the
back. That's
Iron
2
Bowl
tough
is
games.
gonna be a good
Where
game.
is it this year?
It's at Auburn.
Yeah.
So I think the path for Cincinnati to get in would be
Yeah.
for Ohio State to beat Michigan State,
No
Alabama
Dix
to have
is
2 losses, and
playing
Oregon to
real-
lose at
real
some
well.
point. And I
Real
think they
well.
set up.
Well,
Cincinnati
but
to
even
get in.
even if
Well-
Oregon wins out, Georgia gets in, Ohio State gets in, Cincinnati would be number 4.
who's
Well,
behind them?
Hey, how about this? Michigan State and Ohio State play regular season.
Okay.
Oh,
Michigan State then loses in the Big Ten championship.
well, I was gonna if it's the other way, if Ohio State loses the Big Ten championship to a 2-loss Wisconsin, or 3-loss, whatever they are, Michigan State would get in then.
Which that's not. There's no way that happens.
It almost.
I mean,
it
there-
did happen when
it
Penn
can
State.
happen,
when Penn State
but,
won the
like,
Big Ten.
It can happen, but it's not going to.
Penn
I
State
just-
straight up won the Big Ten and got jumped by
Yeah.
Ohio State.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, it's just like I said, the committee they are dumb. They do not know what they're doing. It should not be the 4 best teams because you clearly can put the 4 same teams in every year
Every
and
year.
say, "Oh, they're the best." Okay,
They're the best. They have the best coaches. They have the best players.
There has to be
Congratulations.
some.
When you can pay that much more money than the other schools, yeah. How about you reward the people for actually playing the season, for actually winning their division and playing in their conference title game. Wisconsin goes undefeated, gets punished for being good enough to make it to the Big Ten title game and losing a close game to Ohio State. They get left out while Alabama gets to sit at home and not do shit
anything
and
either.
make it.
Yeah.
It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. It is backwards. It's broken. They need to get rid of it. And as far as I'm concerned, from 2004 on, there's been no national champions because the whole playoff is a joke.
2014.
Whatever.
I was gonna say,
2014.
you just took away 2.
Although-
no 1 for 2.
Oh,
2014.
Two.
Sure.
Yeah, 2.
Like the
Although
years they got
the
it
Ohio
right.
State one was nice.
Sure. But did they get? Was the committee correct that year? Probably.
I don't remember.
Florida
Well,
State,
it was the first one,
Florida State,
so-
Oregon, Ohio State, Alabama. Sure, I think all those teams earned a trip there. But there's always been just a glaring,
There's at least one where it's
Miss.
like, how? It's like, how?
like if you're not a conference champ, you don't get in. That needs to be a requirement. You have
Do
to
you think
win
there
your
should be
conference.
an automatic qualifier?
Well-
They pick out of the 5?
You pick.
Sure. And
Yeah,
then
so-
I think
Well,
you,
I guess you include group of
Yeah.
5s. So you pick out of the 10.
Well, there'd be I guess UCF a few years ago could have had a chance, and now Cincinnati.
Cincinnati has the best resume of any of them because they did beat Notre Dame. I don't care. Like if they're not beating teams with style points, a
They
win.
still play
And
SMU,
football,
and that'll
a
be a
win is
good
a
win.
Like that's just how it goes. You beat Indiana again. Like it's not your fault that Indiana has sucked after that game. Like it's not Kentucky's fault that Florida has sucked after that game.
Yeah.
When they played them, they were this team, and
Yeah.
then they just kind of like the play calling's gone to shit. Everything's gone to shit after that game.
There's just I feel like there's
and so
there's something going on.
yeah.
I got another thing that I saw on Twitter. Should there be a group of 5 playoff and a Power 5 playoff? 2 separate playoffs?
At that point, you have just like
Combine it.
I'm just saying what's
Like
the
10
point?
teams.
Like what's the point in
That's
having
just
all these?
participation trophies.
Well, and all these teams in college football, like the BCS was perfect. It shouldn't have gone away.
Yeah.
It got it wrong once, maybe twice in the however long.
From-
it was
Say,
around.
if you do the Power 5,
Whatever,
Group of
98
5,
to-
then it's FCS, FBS.
Basically, yeah.
no,
that's what
because
it is.
then you
Part
also
two.
have FCS too.
Right.
You have 3 champions.
You have 3 divisions of D1 football.
Yeah.
Yeah, and college football's lost its luster. It used to be the greatest thing ever, and it sucks, and I hate it. It doesn't suck,
I still
but
love it.
it's
It
still
doesn't
fun.
suck,
What I'm
but
saying is,
it's just
is
It has a
lost
lot of
its-
flaws.
It's
It's
lost
not the
its
same.
shine.
Yeah.
Like when every game meant something, that was awesome.
And people actually cared about going just to a normal bowl game.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, the bowl
Well,
games
love
actually
it.
meant
When
something.
we
Now,
would go to
as
the
a Kentucky
Sugar
fan,
Bowls,
they still mean a lot to me.
when we went to the Sugar Bowls, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And you know what? If it's one of those things where like, oh, okay, Christian McCaffrey sits out of the bowl game. Okay, who cares? Like he's going to be a
Or
top
like
10
Kyle
pick.
Pitts last year.
Sure. Like I don't care about that. Like put some of the young guys in and let them play. Let's see what they got and win the trophy for your school. It's a big deal. Used to mean something. It used to mean something when Illinois went to the Rose Bowl. That was a big deal.
Now it seems like the biggest deal about making a bowl game is having those extra, whatever it is, 2 or 3 weeks of practice.
I guess
That's what
yeah.
people talk about the most.
But
You're right.
And
It's
getting
just-
you know, for Kentucky to get to go play another game in Florida where they, you know, have a lot of guys that maybe they want to target as recruits
Sure.
and say, hey, come to the game and stuff like
But
that.
like, yeah, it's not better
So-
sometimes to go full like the way that they've gone. New is not better, and this
Well,
is
it's just
far from
chasing more money.
That's
That's
the
what it's
problem.
all
I
about.
was going to
Yeah,
get
that's
to it.
the-
Like,
that
that's
is-
kind of the point of the college.
That is the
football.
entire
Yeah.
problem. Is it is,
And it's just they're gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
doing whatever makes them more money at the cost of the product.
well, and I mean Tom Brady's
I
talked
think.
about that a lot in the NFL too, like trying to bring in
Trying
more
to protect-
casual loser ass fans. Like if you're already not a fan of football, go suck a dick. We don't want you. Like football needs a level of physicality to it, and
What if you like football and
it still
Like
works.
what's his face?
Carl Nassib.
Yup. No.
It still works.
I didn't say his name.
It still works in the NFL because the more physical teams do seem to bully the finesse teams. Like, look at what's happening to the Chiefs right now.
Yeah.
They get bullied by everybody. And so,
because they
it's
lost
still-
all their physical.
they
guys.
lost the physicality. But it still works to an extent. But, like, you know, all these records and stuff that are going to get set now, I don't recognize them. Like, I don't. In my mind, like, I think Peyton.
Like Jamar Chase.
Well, like
breaking Randy
Tom,
Moss's
even
record.
Tom Brady's records. I'll say that even his records
Or
are going to kind of be
skewed, maybe?
just because
Like
he got
75% of it
well,
was
but
when
like
it was.
I'll say this: when Peyton set the record for passing touchdowns, the league was still very physical. The Legion of Boom was around. You could still destroy people that dared go over the middle, and so Peyton's records, in my opinion, was set.
They were
when
fully in that time.
They were in that time period.
Whereas
Tom,
Brady's-
and listen, I am the biggest Patriot
Not,
fan there is.
yeah.
I still love Tom and Gronk and all those guys, but
His stats have
his
benefited
numbers in
at
his
the end of career.
40s are ridiculous, and it's because you can't hit people.
and
Yeah.
It's
but
kinda
also
like the Larry Bird 3-pointers versus Steph
yeah,
Curry
like other
3-pointers.
people's 3-pointers.
but also like if you just include his
Even Ray Allen.
playoff.
I get that,
from
I get
then,
that. But what I'm
then
talking
it's-
about,
he still
just
has the
regular
record.
season and stuff like that. Like it,
Speaking of the NFL, a certain Fox radio host had the Patriots in his alliteratedly named top 10 this week.
what does that mean?
Herd hierarchy.
Oh,
Oh.
It's an alliterated top 10.
Yeah.
I guess.
I was like thinking of like top 10, like
I
whose
do-
name
Which
goes
I guess
on
top 10 is already alliteration.
I do not think they're a top 10 team.
But it's nice for someone.
I think
to
they're
that.
top
They're in the
15.
top half. They're
Top
definitely in the
15.
top
Playoff
half.
team? Really good defense, in my opinion.
Well-
obviously a very well coached defense.
And they're a very well coached offense.
Yeah.
They've started letting Mac throw downfield a little bit, which is nice. He's actually hitting guys and not overthrowing them out of bounds by 5 yards like he was doing earlier in the year. I mean, it's a rookie quarterback. He's got to get his feet under him. But if they have to get in a game where the offense has to score
It's not gonna
more
happen.
than 21 points, I don't know that
not
it's
gonna
going to happen.
Yeah.
So It's a little bit
I will
harder.
say they're not going to find themselves in a ton of those games because they don't
Their
turn it
defense
over a
plays
lot.
well, and their
The
defense
plays well, and they
plays-
don't turn it over
defense
a lot.
very well coached. That's the thing. Like you can still play defense in the NFL if you're coached well.
Yeah.
Like look at the Saints.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
defense. Great.
Oh.
Very well coached team.
Over the train tracks.
I
Jorge
freaking-
Soler,
I
three-run
love
bomb.
Jorge Soler. He's one of those guys.
Oh, she
like,
is stunned. Oh, Dusty's
Soler
mad.
and Schwarber are two guys that I didn't
Now,
want the
how
Cubs to
did
lose
you-
just because they were cool.
How were you able to do this while you were watching that? That
You know, a lot of people would say that it's
That's-
tough to do.
That's
It's tough to
unfathomable.
watch a baseball game and talk during it.
and here's the thing: you haven't looked at the TV since that home run got hit, and you haven't missed anything yet.
No, I haven't.
Because that was really the first thing that happened.
Yeah. Well,
Other than good, I'm sure there
No,
was
I
good
mean, that
pitching,
dude
but
got
I
stepped
watched
on.
good pitching and good defense. That guy's foot got stepped on. I was able to watch that and still communicate with my peers. And, you know, some people... I'm a different breed, okay?
yeah,
Some people
I'm
can't
with
do
your
that.
I'm just
No
different.
disrespect to the people that can't do that, but they're just not as good as
They're
I
not
am.
different like you are.
Built
You're
different.
literally
Yeah.
built different.
Yeah.
Literally,
I hate when people say
not
that.
figuratively.
All right.
Nothing made me
Are we-
angrier than
are
last
we-
year
Well,
when
we haven't
Kentucky
talked about
basketball's warm-up
NFL
to me said
games. We
built
could-
different.
Well, what NFL games do
It's
we
like,
want to
no,
talk about?
literally, you're the exact same human.
Chiefs didn't look great.
You're very comparable to any other human being.
I think the Chargers have an issue.
Yeah, their run defense isn't.
It's not just that.
Very good.
Offensively, they
That's sus.
well, no, they just. I think they try to do a bunch of weird shit instead of just, hey, Keenan Allen, outstanding route runner. Hey, Mike Williams is really good.
You're
Austin
a monster.
Let's
Yeah.
throw to Jalen Guyton on 3rd and 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
let's
like,
not do that, actually.
you know, they don't. I don't think Eckler gets involved in
Who
the
was that
pass game
receiver just
enough.
didn't turn around on that one play?
That's Jared Cook.
He's all right.
But yeah, that's.
Didn't he play
I
basketball?
want. Yeah, I don't know. He played at South Carolina.
I think pretty much like any NFL tight end, like half of them
Throwback.
played basketball in
But
college.
yeah, you know that's just. I
But
think- I
good
do
win
think
for the
they have an
Patriots.
issue. Great win for the Pats. Defense played great.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper
Cooper
Rush,
Rush
yeah.
played well. Cooper Rush played really. That's a big win for
He
the
made
Cowboys.
Ben DiNucci look really bad.
Yeah, in Ben DiNucci's defense, he's not Cooper Rush.
That's true. He is not
Cooper Rush, you can't
Also,
play
he didn't
the,
have Kellen
the
Mond, did he?
Kellen Mond was there.
yeah, you can't play the pizza
Kellen
delivery
Moore.
theme.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen
Yeah,
Moore.
Kellen Moore.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
you can't play the
he didn't have
pizza
Kellen
delivery
Mond either.
theme.
No,
Kellen
Kellen
Mond was
Mond.
at that game.
He was inactive. He was
Yeah,
street
when
clothes.
talking about Cooper Rush, you can't play the pizza delivery theme from
I
Spider-Man
mean,
2.
you could, but it just.
It
It
just
does-
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Why?
Let's see other NFL games.
You could play
The
it, though.
Derek.
Steelers punter can't kick.
Which is
He's
a
not a
problem.
very good kicker. So they
Well,
brought in.
because Chris Boswell got hurt.
I get that. That I'm saying
No, like he can't kick the ball straight.
he's not.
Yeah,
he's
I
not
know.
very good at kicking the
The ball
ball.
has to be moving for him to kick
He's
it.
very good at punting, but not very good at kicking.
Yeah, he can't.
Biggest
he can't
injury
kick a still
news
ball.
was Jameis Winston.
Yeah, ACL.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that.
And you know he did a move. I would actually like to see more players try to pitch the ball at a defender just to
Yeah.
see
Down, like
because
way down.
Here's the
field.
thing: like they may freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
was
it might
that?
confuse them.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They might flinch.
Mass confusion.
Yeah. It's like when Ben Simmons shot fakes. It's like, well, what was that? You were going to pretend to shoot?
It's like when Ben Simmons he shoots in general. You don't really
You're
know
like, whoa, I didn't expect
what's going
that.
on. Or Ben Simmons actually did that in the playoffs last year when he chose not to dunk on 5'1" Trey Young and
Well,
instead
very,
passed it.
very funny.
Not 5'1".
Essentially.
I don't know. I think
Go-
that NBA heights are skewed.
Goomba is not an inch over 5'1". A Goomba from Mario.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
So,
I thought you were using a racist Italian slur.
no, there's no such thing as racist Italians.
No.
You're just
Racist
There's not a
towards-
slur
Oh,
towards
Oh, I thought you
that.
were
No, Italians are very racist. No disrespect
I don't
to
know
Italians,
any
to each their
Italians.
own.
I don't
Ben
know.
DiNucci.
I don't know him.
You want to hang out with old DiNucci?
I wish I did.
Are those the Colts Titans? Carson Wentz great and sucks at the same time.
Second
Now-
biggest injury news. Derek.
Welcome back,
Listen,
Adrian
hey,
Peterson.
now hold up, listen. Some people are saying
Orange peanut.
that interception was actually smart.
Smart.
Because they got the ball back.
They got the ball back.
They get,
And that was all in Carson Wentz's plan.
yeah.
And then what was the other thing?
Second biggest injury
Adrian
news,
Peterson.
Derrick Henry.
Adrian Peterson is back. I bid a lot of money on him in our fantasy league today, so nobody else is going to get him. I don't need him. I just want to have him.
I also bid a lot of money on him.
We'll see who wins.
May
How
the
much
biggest
free agent
bid
rights do
win.
you have?
All of them.
Oh, I only have 90.
No,
I have all of mine because I don't.
no, I'm just kidding.
I
I
don't
did
pick
not
up
bid.
free agents
I did not
until
bid all of
Wednesday.
my money on.
I don't pick up free agents till Wednesday.
I just wanted to hold him hostage over anybody that wanted him.
Also, I won my matchup regardless.
Well, yeah. So the funny thing about that was he wanted you to pick up Cooper Rush, who would have had more points.
Like double.
Than
Easily.
Sam
no,
Darnold.
triple. Darnold had 11. Rush
13,
had
I
30.
think.
13.
Okay, Rush had 30.
So it was just one of those things where it was like, and I even let him sub in. He just picked the
He had
wrong.
21.
He picked the wrong Chiefs running back to sub in. How did you not think to pick up Frank Gore's son, who everybody knew was on the Chiefs and was going to get like 11
actually
carries
his
for
son? I
50
thought that was a
yards?
joke.
No, that's his son.
Oh,
Isn't that?
my
That's how long
goodness.
he's been in the NFL.
Well, he got another
That's
son,
also-
Southern Miss.
That's also no, that's him.
Oh, that was him?
That was him.
Oh, okay.
That's how early Frank
Did you
Gore
like
was
how
getting
I
it on.
declined your trade?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, he's just joshing. And
All right,
I
hey.
said it immediately after.
Let's do our picks.
All right, so just to
You don't
summarize
have to.
last
You don't
week,
have to talk
Christian went
about
0
it.
and
You
6.
don't have to talk about it.
We talked about me going 1 and 5. We have to mention
That's
you
not
going
as
0 and
bad
6.
as that. That's not as
Hey,
bad.
let's go. Do
What?
him.
It's not. I mean, it's obviously not as bad.
It's obviously
All right.
not as bad.
Number 1, Will, 28-22. Number 2, John Alex, 25-24-1. Number 3, Mason, 24-26. Number 4, Oakley, 23-27. Number 5, Christian, 28-2. Try
All
it
right,
again, Christian,
y'all,
28-2.
Shut up.
Y'all have
Overall, 120, 127, and 3.
To, y'all know what game y'all have to pick.
Yeah, I've got Kentucky money line.
All right, my game.
I need to update the odds on mine.
College first.
Yeah, I'm doing college first. I like Michigan State at Purdue.
I could go either way on this.
I could too, but I'm going to take Kenneth Walker, the
Yeah.
future Heisman winner.
Yeah.
And
Good call.
then
Spread?
just money line.
Oh, you're taking the money line?
Taking the money
Okay.
line. Taking the big ML. And then I'm actually going to
And that's
take
at Purdue?
it's at Purdue. I'm taking Auburn plus 172 on the road at A&M. I know Bo Nix isn't great on the road, but I think Auburn is actually good.
Auburn money line.
NFL.
Terrible pick.
Oh, we're doing them all at the same
I'm
time.
just going to do them all.
No.
What is
No, we can do whatever.
90s Batman?
I'm going to do
theme
them all
song?
at the same time.
Oh! That's a good pull.
I've got Patriots
Oh, it's
money
cool.
line.
You have the Patriots.
Patriots money line, 100%. I've got the Bengals money line. I've got Chargers money line at the Eagles. And then I've got Rams minus 7.5.
Or one of
Kentucky,
y'all
Tennessee
ready?
is changed to a pick 'em.
Yes, it has. I just saw that. So I'll go next. I have
Just do college.
Yeah. what
Tennessee money line because it is now, as Oakley just mentioned, a pick 'em. I was kind of surprised when I saw that. It's kind of weird seeing a pick 'em next to like
Number
money
18.
line.
Oh.
No, just all four
Everything
of the
is
things
the
being
same.
the exact same
Yeah.
odds. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have Wake Forest money line. Number 10 versus 21 team. 21 is at home, but Wake Forest is money line plus 112. So I
Okay.
got that.
I've got Kentucky money line. And then I've got West Virginia at home against Oklahoma State. West Virginia money line. That's plus 118. Plus 118. West Virginia. Take me home.
I have Auburn
Oh.
money line against A&M.
Such a
And
boring pick.
Ohio State minus 14.5 against Nebraska.
All right. There you go. Did anyone get Mason's pick?
No.
No, we're not. We wouldn't read them again if we got them.
I do need him to send me, though, because
Well, yeah, but Well, yeah.
for NFL, I've got Colts covering. I've got Colts money line. No,
It's minus 500.
Yeah, it's
I'm not going to pick that game. Never mind.
Yeah,
because of
10
Mike
and a half
White.
points.
because you never know with Mike White.
That's kind
I
of a
wish
lot for the Colts.
that's kind of how it is with Florida basketball. Mike White, you never know.
Okay, so I'm going to go Bills covering 14 and a half against the
On.
Jets.
Not
Well,
you. Not you.
Okay.
Okay.
So what I do is I make my picks usually like Monday morning, and then tonight when we go, I update it so I can get the right spread, the right odds. Nothing has moved in my favor. Everything has moved against me.
I hit my Cowboys pick last week.
Same.
I thought that I wasn't going to hit it when
That was
Dak went
stressing.
down. So I made a live bet for the Vikings, which then lost, and then I cashed out of the Cowboys part of it early and lost completely. So I lost money on my Cowboys pick that was correct, and then even more money on my incorrect Vikings live pick. So that was not fun. I've got the Cowboys minus 9.5 against the Broncos as well. And then Raiders minus 2.5 against the Giants. And the Patriots minus 4 against the Panthers.
Okay, I've got Raiders minus 3 against the Giants.
The Giants.
Rams minus 7.5 against the Titans. Cardinals money line. And
The suspense is killing me.
I'm trying to decide between two.
I just wasted $5.
I'm going to also
I
do...
hit 0.5, but you didn't register the point.
You tried to
And
go
that was
50
on
cents.
the parlay of my money line or my spread picks.
If that hits though.
and
That
then
is, it's,
I'm also doing Patriots
$110
minus 4.
bucks would be my guess.
Patriots
65.
Patriots minus 4 against the Panthers. That's my last one.
All right.
I'm also doing that.
Packers money line at the Chiefs. Cardinals money line at the 49ers. Broncos and Cowboys over 49.5. Bears and Steelers under 40. Both the Broncos, no, just the Cowboys are in the top 5 in the NFL in overs hitting this season. Bears and the Steelers are both top 5 in unders hitting this season.
Some good insight.
Thank you. Packers and Cardinals also are in the top 5 in covering the spread, but both those spreads are so small. It's 1 point for the Cardinals and
It's not
half a
the only
point,
thing that's so small at the table.
Dude,
and half a point for the Packers. So I'm just taking money line on both of those. I don't want the point in that one game. Those spreads were wider earlier, and they are not now.
Hey, is Tyrod playing Sunday?
He's still on one of my teams. He's still designated as out, but he has points next to his name.
Okay, so George Kittle's the same way for me, and I don't know if that means he's back or not. He's on my IR, so I'll have to drop somebody. It'll probably be Uzomama.
who's your mama?
Who's your mom?
I still like
MJ Uzomama.
when you say that.
You think who's
I think of TJ Hushmanzada,
Yeah.
not CJ Uzoma.
who is your mom?
What's been going on in the game? I haven't
3-0.
I have no
Bravo.
idea. I'm so entrenched in talking that I can't be bothered to watch the TV.
3-0
Yeah.
Braves.
My back is just facing it. Otherwise, I would be paying attention.
Make it public. I did pick Braves money line. It was not a jinx effort. I think they're going to win this game. They are up 3-0. I also had the under. 9
And Freed is pitching. He
yes,
was.
He is still pitching.
Yeah.
Would you guys do this trade? Jacoby Myers and Marquez Callaway for Rashad Bateman?
Probably not.
No.
Because then you got to pick up a bench player.
I like
You pick up a
Jacoby
bench
Myers
player.
a lot.
Jacoby is
No,
gonna get
I'm
his
getting-
touchdown.
Oh, yeah, then yeah.
I'm trading away Rashad Bateman.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, right now I
Yes.
would do it.
Yeah, that's what I got offered today. And I said, would you do Myers and Clyde for Mike Davis and Rashad Bateman? He said, I have no interest in Davis, so no. It's like, okay. But he's like, I will do Bateman and a first-round pick for Myers and Clyde. And I was like, I don't want... Well, first year as a dynasty team,
Quit all
I
that
don't
ruckus.
know how to view future first-round picks. So, like, I want to
Yeah.
do one before I start trading them away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to experience the... I don't want to miss out on something just because I was ignorant.
Yeah.
Especially
That's
for Clyde, who, you know, may or may not actually still have a starting job when he comes back.
Yeah. It's up in the air, I guess.
You want to go fully torqued?
Well, we already did the segment that you said you had. That was the
College football playoff.
that was
We're
it.
gonna do that every week. I'm gonna see. So like next week, it's the second week of the rankings. I'm gonna see how many teams from the second week of the rankings
Actually end up
actually
making
made
it.
and we're gonna pick based on that number. We're gonna pick from the current.
What if
rankings.
it gets to where it's like
4 for 4?
Yeah.
You have to pick which 4.
of the 4 that are currently we only have 4 options.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Okay.
We will go around.
Okay. At some point, I think we need to make it where we're picking from the top 6.
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
Maybe the last 2.
The last 2 weeks, yeah. I mean, yeah, we can go to fully torqued if y'all are
So,
ready for that.
what I'm very fully torqued for is I may be going to Chicago on a business trip. However, it is tomorrow, and I still have not done anything to prepare for it, so that kind of sucks. And also, I'd miss the Eternals on Thursday.
Yeah.
And potential Game 7 of the World Series.
Well,
They don't have television in Chicago.
Yeah.
they also
none.
have a television in the... Yeah.
No TVs in Chicago. Only radios.
Chicago. Yeah. I don't have a radio. Seen that movie?
No, but it sounded like it sounded like
Santa
ready for
Claus.
Santa Claus.
It's close, yeah.
This garbage.
He's what's that dude's name?
Bill Hader.
No, not him. I don't have a radio.
Jimmy Fallon?
No, the guy that...
Fred Arm. Oh,
It's a very...
Chris Farley?
No, I know his name. I'm blanking. The genie from Aladdin. It's that
Oh,
obvious.
Robin Williams.
Robin
it's that
Williams.
Robin
Yeah.
Williams. I couldn't remember his name. Yeah. He's in a World War II movie. He's a Jew in a concentration camp.
Oh.
And they think that he has a radio.
And he says that.
Yeah, he's trying to convince the Nazis that he doesn't have a radio.
Oh, okay.
So he like,
I think that's a good thing to say.
he like
when you're-
wanders around the ghetto and like sits outside of... No, he doesn't have one, but he got information somehow. How did it go? No, so he had a radio.
David Eckstein.
Maybe he didn't have a radio.
Did he have a radio or not?
I don't know.
I need to know.
I think he
He
had,
had a
one.
radio because
What's in the
later in the
effing box?
movie he goes, "Good morning, Vietnam."
That's a different movie.
How about
Vietnam
the one
did not
where he, like,
exist. Or
Every
Stands
something.
up on
movie,
the
every
table.
Robin Williams movie happens in the same universe. So Mrs. Doubtfire happens in the same universe as Aladdin.
What about like when he stands up on the table and said, "Oh, seaman, my seaman."
Captain, my captain. I've never seen that. Don't really want to see that.
It's a really good movie.
Not interested in seeing it. About
Well, it's really good.
English majors. Thank God I don't actually know. I think they
Racist
didn't
against
have
English
a.
people.
I don't know if they're English majors, but they start the Dead Poet Society.
I think that he had a radio, but he had to convince people. He had to convince the Nazis he didn't have a radio, while also keeping the other Jews up to date on the world news and what was going on and how close they were to being.
But he says, "I don't have a radio."
Yeah, he says that to the Nazis.
That's a good thing to say when you don't have a radio.
Well,
Or
or
if
if
you
have
do.
one, then you don't want the Nazis
Yeah.
to know that you have
Yeah.
one. That's a good one. Mine is going to be there's a new restaurant that opened up across the corner from my building. I'm not excited to try it.
What's
I'm
it called?
excited for, I don't know. I think Spuds.
How do you know it's a new one? Then
It says now open. That's not the name of it. Although
It's not
if
called
it is-
Spuds?
I think it's something to do with Spuds. But my point is, it's a potato-based restaurant where you get potato with different
Spuds.
toppings.
Uh,
Well, so what I'm excited about is I'm going to implement some sort of potato blight. If you're familiar with the Irish potato famine, and take that restaurant down from the inside because it's their fault for not diversifying their menu. If your menu is potato-based, Ireland has taught us one thing, and that's a mistake.
Well,
Leads to famine.
Irish people might be offended by that restaurant.
They won't know that it was me. Well, no, they would be excited about that.
Yeah, but they had to experience the potato famine.
Those people aren't alive anymore. They
Yeah,
either
but
died
their
in the
ancestors
famine.
did, and
They either
they
died in the famine or they died.
their
in the
ancestors did, and they are still butthurt about it.
Upset
Okay,
about
I
it.
think that's too on topic for things that can get us canceled. So
Potato famine? You can make fun of Irish people. They're the funnest.
we'll table the discussion.
I'm
I'm
fully.
part Scottish.
I'm part Irish. I'm not.
He was
I'm
getting
not
offended.
but-
No, he
by the
was.
way.
I'm also part Irish. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, I got a little bit of Irishman in me.
Black Irish, which is not that kind of black. It's Italians that then moved to Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, so you also have a little Irishman in
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little leprechaun
Yeah.
you. In you.
inside me.
um.
Watched that Braveheart scene the other day before our softball game. I sent it in the group for everyone to watch. I
Yeah.
don't think anyone
Nope.
did.
I didn't watch it, but like I saw that you sent it, and I kind of like went through what
Everyone's
I remember
seen it.
of the speech in my head,
Yeah.
and it got me pumped up.
I'm gonna find another one to send next week.
I'm
Or
fully
I might
torqued
just text
for.
the entire lyrics to that new Dwayne Johnson song.
It's about drive. It's about power.
Yeah.
Evil Dwayne Johnson be like, I hate
It's not
that
about
that's
drive.
true.
It's not about power.
Because I see it for anime things. It's like evil Naruto be like, yeah, come on, Sasuke, let's not be friends. It's
Yeah,
like,
I saw
shut up.
one. It was like evil Aaron be like, "I've always loved you, Mikasa," or something like that.
Evil.
Evil Mason be like, I'll record my commitment.
I'll
Not-
I'll
Is it actually
watch
evil,
and
or is
record
it
at the
just
same time.
opposite?
It's just the opposite.
Okay, so like evil
Because it's like them in
evil
what's
JFK
the
would be like, let's put the roof up on this convertible.
the
Or it'll be like evil Abraham Lincoln says,
I don't wanna
"Let's put
go
a
to-
lock
Let's
on
not
the
go
door."
to the-
I don't want to go to a play tonight.
I was gonna say, let's just put a lock on the door, but
There's a comedian who has a bit that's like, oh, you know what? I think it was Sass actually. That was like, I think Lincoln planned his own assassination. Just to
I
get
haven't
away
seen
from his
that.
wife. Like, oh, you want to go to a play? We'll go to a play you'll never forget.
evil Sass be like, I just missed on that tweet.
Oh!
evil sass be like, "This is for porn." Anyway,
Evil Sass be like, I didn't go get the barbecue.
No.
I'm fully torqued for going to see the Eternals
Oh wow!
on Thursday.
Way to shove it in my face. Way to shove your torqueness in my face.
Pause. Pause.
Pause. John Alex, he didn't say he's fully torqued.
Brushing his teeth.
Hey, oh yikes! No, you know what my real fully
Where's
torqued
Carlos
is?
Correa gonna go?
Is we get to see our good buddy Oakley 3 times a row every week for another 2 weeks, and then it's not every 3 times.
because
in
of
a row.
softball.
Softball,
So I'm
pod,
very fully torqued for the fact.
Devo.
No,
That, oh, 4 times
football.
sometimes.
Sometimes 4 times.
Sometimes 4 times.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's true. That's true.
In a
that's
row.
true, that's true.
You could almost say that he lives inside of us at all times.
You could say that. I wouldn't say that, but you could say that.
But yeah.
I need to go get my basketball shoes from my parents' house because I have a basketball game Thursday.
Is your name Trey?
I have a basketball game tomorrow. Well, I can say that tomorrow.
What league are you playing? Is it with your
It's all
the
accounting
accounting
league.
nerds?
It's
Yeah.
an
Oh, yeah.
accounting league. Yeah.
Steven was asking if you were good at good at basketball. I was like, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I played all through high school, but I was bad.
I didn't remember.
I played for.
I guess really the last time I saw you play basketball was when we went to Lipscomb's basketball camp that one time.
like 10.
Well, he was 9, so.
Yeah, we were.
That was a
very
long
young.
time
A
ago.
long time ago. It's fun. I like basketball. I'm not good at it.
Steven does want to start a league, though.
I'd play.
I was put in at the end of games to foul people.
Yeah.
Because you
That's
just
fun.
were too handsy. You know, you were like a perverted
Well, I could
child
get to
and you
them
couldn't
quickly.
talk.
And it didn't matter if I fouled people. There was one game where our 6-man had 4 fouls. I went in to foul. He stayed in the game, and he fouled someone, and I was steps away from getting there to foul them. I'm in there for one reason, okay? I'm
To
just
foul.
people. If you foul someone when I'm in the game, that's on you, because I'm here to foul. And I went over to him to be like, dude, what are you doing? I'm the foul guy. And the ref called foul on him, turned and goes over to the table to
to like do
message
the number and
give him the number, looks over his shoulder, just kind of like looks at both of us, and is like, we look similar. And he goes, number 4, I guess. Calls the foul on me. So that guy stayed in the game, didn't foul out. He hit the game-winning shot. So after the game, I was like,
foul guy.
Credit to me, the foul guy, for getting the foul called on me. I foul when I don't foul.
Yeah.
I'm foul. Call me a bird. I'm the foul.
That's good.
You're a foul person.
I'm a fouler.
I got kind of told that.
Oh, double play! Crazy I was able to see that while potting.
Yeah, it's
While
remarkable
pottying?
that
Potty? Are you like from Boston?
while partying.
Oh, I thought you were saying I was wetting my pants.
Oh,
Well, that too.
From
While
both
you're
sides.
while you're
That's definitely
partying,
what I was going
pottying
for.
while
Yeah.
you're partying.
I potty while I pot on the pod. Wet myself.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to tell us what he's fully torqued for.
You can make one up for him.
marriage.
Sure, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Shouldn't we all be?
I guess he might also be
Matrimony?
fully torqued for Eternals on Thursday.
Yeah.
So he would be
life with
shoving
his
his fully torquedness in your face too.
Oh, I thought you were
I
talking.
don't want to see that torqueness.
I thought you were, when you said Eternal, I thought you were talking matrimony.
No, like the
Life
movie,
long.
The Eternals,
Okay, well,
the Marvel movie.
but also marriage.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
eternal in more than one way,
Okay, that's enough.
Double pronged eternality.
and like both are happening soon.
yeah,
That's true.
back to back weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah, back to back.
so
96.
Congrats on the sex.
Chris,
I'll be the first one to say it.
I thought, yeah, you were.
you looked at him when you said it.
Well, like quid pro quo, like brother,
Yeah.
we love.
Oh yeah.
Pause.
Anyway, that's it.
No, let's keep going.
I don't think we should.
Yeah, we've
We might say
disavow
something
anything bad that we've said.
Yeah, like
Like what? R word.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. Everything else was.
Well, and I
everything else was in
said the
ground
thing
play.
about a certain football player that
That's true. You did say that.
Okay,
I
that's
didn't say his name though. But anyway, that's it, and
Okay, see
we'll
ya.
do it.
Well,
we'll do it next week.
I've got a couple
That's
more
nope.
things.
That's it. That's it.